Hello. The other day I had a bruise on my chin and I thought, why do I have a bruise on my chin? And then I realized it was from my bike ride the day before. So I'm going to tell you the story of how I got that bruise on my chin and why it was kind of a good thing and what I learned from it. So the day before I got that bruise on my chin, I was doing a group ride. It was about 100 miles and it was a very fast pace. At about mile 60, suddenly my front derailleur stopped shifting and it locked me into the small ring. And that's because I had forgotten to charge my Di2. Being a coach, I always tell my athletes, don't forget to charge your Di2. And of course, I did it myself. I forgot. This was the first time it ever happened. So that was the first lesson I learned. If you have Di2 or if you use SRAM or any kind of electronic shifting, please set a reminder on your phone, and every 2 or 3 weeks or whatever schedule you want, it pops up. Please charge your bike then. Then you don't have to think about it. Your phone just remembers for you. The second lesson from that day is related to our toolbox that we've talked about before. As a cyclist, you're building a good toolbox with lots of different types of tools. And when my shifting ran out, I couldn't shift into the big ring. So I was stuck in that small ring, and that meant in this group ride to keep up on the flats, I just had to spin like crazy. So I had to spin at probably cadence about 120 for extended periods of time. Luckily, because I've practiced that in the past, I was able to do that. I also had to get super aero on the downhills because I didn't have the gearing to pedal to keep up. So it was all about body position, and that's how I ended up getting the bruise on my chin. I was so aero that I actually had my chin resting on my Garmin, and when I hit bumps, it hit the Garmin, and that's what bruised my chin. But that's also something I practiced in the past, was getting aero and thinking about body position. So in this situation, I was able to do two things. I could pedal super fast at high cadence, and I could get very aero, and that allowed me to stay with the group. And if I had not put those tools in my toolbox for a rainy day, because I mean, how often do you have to do that on a ride? If I had not done that, I wouldn't have been able to keep up. So this is just a testimony for building that toolkit, and please practice a variety of skills because you never know when you're going to have to rely on them.